match eddako eri wakati wa champion wa Uganda emyaka 13 emabega ne champion wa Uganda emyaka 2 emabega. Blacksheep versus Caesar, race to 7. Timing Amos. Umpire says timing Amos. Hi everyone.
Now this ongoing match is the last in the first round between two Uganda's former champions. On table right now is Alfred Gumikiriza, nicknamed Blacksheep, Uganda's champion in 2012. He did win the COMP. He's one of Uganda's greatest ever players in terms of accomplishment, taking on arguably Uganda's best ever player, Chandiga, racing to 7 for a place in the round of last 8. Once again, this is the last match in the round of last 16. Maybe for the fact that it is two champions, at least former, it could be something of saving best for last, with due respect to the match between Joker and Mansour that has just ended in favor of Mansour by 7 frames 5. 6 players through to the round of last 8. Ian Kazibe, who to take on the winner of this match, Lawrence Sengonge, who defeated Ibrahim Sejemba. Ian defeated Hazard. Ibrahim Hazard out in the first round. Okay. Amos and Ibrahim Kayanja are drawing 5-all. Ivan Kanyesije and Rashid Wagaba Dog City are to take on each other in the quarterfinals. Mansour is to take on Simon Dobola, the computer, after defeating Joker and Moses Omara, respectively. The guy that is playing right now is the guy whose matches come the biggest amount of times, for the reason that he gets to the latter stages more than anyone. This year alone, on Ugandan soil, he has won 12 comps. But for the month of October, it was a black October. He won only 1 out of 5. It was the first time that I streamed. He actually won, yes, he won 1 out of 5 in October. Then November didn't start any better because, yes, last Sunday he lost out in a comp final to Rashid Wagaba Dog City, the same player who had just beaten him again in the same comp, because it was a double life championship. Caesar is taking on someone who I don't remember ever having lost to. All the matches that I have in the history of this stream have one winner. The winner, that is Caesar, who was the last player to arrive at the venue. Could be the last to qualify into the quarterfinals if only he can win 6 more before Blacksheep does win 7. There has been a miss by Blacksheep. There is another chance by Caesar, but has to be mindful that there is a dead yellow on the table, the one that is so close to the red, around the top end of the table. Welcome to Break and Finish Live YouTube, sorry. It's actually Peter Chove Live YouTube. We are having Facebook and YouTube streaming of today's 16-man comp. There's a lot of action that is coming before the close of the year. You can't even imagine how much, when and where some of these players will be traveling. There is the Billiards Cafe double life competition that is happening in Zambia in the space of just about 3 weeks. Actually less, it is exactly 20 days from now. Billiards Cafe, Lusaka, Zambia. There's the Q Masters East African Championships for singles and teams. Both of these players should be participating in Arusha, Tanzania, early December. And yes, before the year comes to an end, there is a big comp in celebration of Prophet Makandiwa's birth in Harare, Zimbabwe. 32 players participating only on invitation. 20 are Zimbabweans, 12 more from the rest of the continent. The country that has the biggest number of invitees are the Ugandans. 4 were invited, actually 5 Ugandans invited, including Caesar Hazard, Ian Kasozi, and Joseph Kasozi. Sorry, Kasozi is already mentioned. This is Blacksheep trying to equalize against the Skorpion. Another miss. Normally, those ones, Caesar punishes them and punishes them bigly. Ibrahim Kanja leads by 6 frames to 5 against Amos Njagumanawe, the 2012 champion of Uganda. Sorry, it was 2015. His 2012 was Blacksheep. But the 2023 champion looks to be set to win a second frame, but maybe not. Maybe he's still a little bit rusty. He has not competed for the last week. Ever since that very memorable tournament in which he lost out, becoming second out of 64 players to Dog City. And Blacksheep puts his ultimate raid of the competition with the easiest spot of the black. He will be having the 2012 national champion, equalizes against the 2023 national champion. 1 for Sheep, as we call him, 1 for the Skorpion, racing to 7. Now when black is spotted on the break, it is the same player breaking again. It's the same player breaking again, the same frame. 1-all. A match in which Sheep has been quite determined. He has not been so competitive in comps like these ones of late, but believe you me, I've been seeing him sometimes play and train. He has been looking good. So you just never know he's in that kind of form. Whether or not the form is sufficient enough to take down Caesar, your guess is as good as mine. The table remains open, and Caesar plays red and puts yellow and closes the table. In that case, the player on table is on the color they will have potted, in this case the yellows, and he's seemingly going for an apple. And looking at the positioning of the yellows, the one he's about to play, you can check it in even before it goes in. The ones at the top end will be a little bit tricky, most especially the one that is in between another yellow and the red. I'm not so certain cue ball is enough to get it sunk. The one he can see in full is easily potable, but whether or not it grants him cue ball for the next, your guess is as good as mine. He's going for a cut of the will-be dead of the two and gets it in. Still has work to do because he would have wanted the cue ball to move a little bit more rightwards. He may have to cut the yellow to the corner pocket top right, but maintain cue ball to move it as close as possible to the black cue ball of 3 cushions. It looks like a snooker, and yes, it is. And Blacksheep survives. And not only does he survive, it grants him a very big chance to play, but Caesar does find the black, and yet he doesn't pot. Looked like at one time the black was going in. Now here comes Alfred. He's one of the most accomplished players in Uganda's history. He holds the record for the player that has won the Ugandan Pro League the highest amount of times on 8. Only close in second is another veteran player called Waswakaiya. Believe you me, the Ugandan League has never been won by Caesar. But of course, Blacksheep was there way before Caesar. He has been a top player for the last 20 years and still going strong. He's a former captain of the Uganda national pool team, the Cranes, and was part of the team that won the All Africa Pool Championships on home soil in 2016 with himself as team top scorer and second overall. He has 3 reds on the table now, and I believe it is a frame that is as good as gone away from Caesar. Sheep will most likely put the right towards red of the 2 first, maybe trying to contemplate a change of mind. This one has to be played maybe with the backspin, having the cue ball move backwards and in left motion off the cushion. Beautiful. The rest should be a formality. He's so accomplished too. These kind of tables, Super League, most of his achievements were won on playing on Super League brand of tables. He also looks to be very determined and of course has experience on his side. Oh no. Some of the misses are just unexplainable. Caesar survives. Not only does he survive, Caesar now leads by 2 frames to 1.
Ivan Kanyesije aliko kupina kasi mukoneko Dog City. Brian Ultimate. Quarterfinals era musanvu. Basala wazira mtu amani. Wauni musanvu. Zote kwende kusawa ubili chikini. Wasamesi sima kumezi. Dog City and Ivan race to 7.
Results of matches that have come up before this. First match of the day ended by A wild card invitee, Bob Katarega, losing out by 7 frames to 3 against Ivan Kanyesije. Lawrence Sengonge shocked some of us by taking down Ibrahim Sajemba 7 frames to 6. Ian Kazwe defeated Hazard by 7 frames to 4. Simon Lebola defeated Moses Omara by 7 frames to 5 after coming from 4 frames to 0 down. Dog City defeated Joseph Kasozi in a decider. Now this is Caesar now leading by break and finish by 3 frames to 1, racing to 7. Just one frame number 1. Blacksheep fighting hard, winning frame number 2. Caesar being more lucky than not in winning frame number 3, and yet frame number 4 has been won. With 1 visit on the table and the Skorpion is in business, the winner of this match does take on Ian Kazwe in the quarterfinals. Breaking frame number 5 gets to make 2 reds, actually 3 reds spotted on the break. One of those moments when you pot 3 reds of 3 colors, 3 balls of the same color, and yet you are obliged to play the color that you didn't pot. I want to think that Caesar will be playing yellows. But maybe the 2 reds that are so close to each other, also close to the black. No, he's going for the yellows and gets to close the table, wanting to finish 2 frames by red and green apple respectively. Here he still comes, making it look relatively light. I'm not so certain this frame is easily finishable, not only because of the 4 yellows, but also the position of the black. He may play the cue ball into the black, I would assume, bounce off the cushion into the black. The black is split open. Most likely will be potting the red that is portable to the center pocket. All he needs is cue ball to pot yet another, but still suspect. It was suspect game reading, that one. Should have played first the red that is leftwards of the 3 that were on table. Then the one near the center pocket should have been played last. Now he needs to cut it sharp, and it doesn't guarantee him cue ball for the next. And yet the pot is as well off one of those times when Caesar's decision making comes a little bit too suspect. Chance for Blacksheep to win another. When chances like these come, he must utilize them. Mohammed Abias asking about the result of the match involving Ibrahim Kayanja. That one has ended 7-5. Ibrahim Kayanja through, and will be taking on Lawrence in the next round.
Kotebo okuli match ya Blacksheep ne Caesar kugenda kuddako Lawrence ne Musiramu. Kotebo okuli game ya Dog City ne Ivan kugenda kuddako Computer ne Mansour. Rest to 7.
Just like that, the Skorpion leads by 4 frames to 1 against Blacksheep, needing to win 3. Blacksheep needing to win 6. He must start winning now. He really must. He will have himself to blame, Blacksheep, for not utilizing a very good opportunity to steal frame number 5 away. All of the experience of 20 years. There are 3 big veteran players that have been participating in the competition. The 2 are out in first round, Amos and Joker. Blacksheep is the 3rd and could follow them. unless he starts to do something so special in this match. Try to do something he has not done before. I don't remember him ever defeating Caesar in a comp like this one. Auma Khams is asking who are invited to participate in the Zimbabwe comp that is coming up to celebrate Prophet Makandiwa's birth. By the way, it is $5,000 for the winner, and it will be happening between the 22nd and the 23rd of December. But from South Africa, I remember it is Jerry and Aiden. And from Uganda, it is Joseph Kasozi, Hazard Lokomwa, Ian Kazibwe, Caesar Chandiga, and Ibrahim Sejemba. Blacksheep must make sure it is tricky. It was always going to be very difficult taking a frame down like that one with the positioning of the reeds. I'm not so certain he has sight of either, and Caesar agrees with him that there is a snooker with Sheep having full permission to play off cushion, even though no other ball gets spotted or reaches another cushion after initial contact between white and red. That is if he finds the red. Behind black, off cushion, he does find the red. Another chance comes begging, and from the neutral perspective, you just wish that Blacksheep starts winning. Eight league titles of the National Pool League of the Pool Association of Uganda to this man, and 5 tournaments of the Pool Association of Uganda: Kampala Open 2014, Christmas Cup 2014, National Open 2012, Masters Championship 2015, another comp earlier, a series of league titles, one international championship team category, the 2016 African Championship. He has been a shadow of himself for just about the last 5-6 years. He has not lost it though, but most of the times he has been finding it extremely difficult to take down the current crop of top players led by his current opponent. He will take all the time in this world. Whatever he's trying to do, maybe play red into the yellows, it was always going to be difficult, if not unrealistic, even to have something out of such a situation. And every time situations like these ones have been arising, there has been one winner. This one is the last match in the round of last 16. Coming up will be matches in the round of last 8. I'm going to be doing double live streaming on Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as this YouTube channel, and also highlights of these matches are regularly shared on both Break and Finish Live TikTok as well as Break and Finish Live Facebook, just that the gospel of the sport goes far and wide. Caesar's keyboard doesn't go so far, not even so wide, it is just accurate. And we'll be rolling the last yellow to the center pocket right. The pot of the black will be a formality. The increase of his lead will be a formality. There goes the win There goes the increase in the lead. Caesar Chandiga 5, Alfred Gumikiriza 1. Yani the young man in Caesar is going through the driest spell that I have ever seen. Perhaps for the last 6 years that I've been streaming matches involving him on Ugandan soil. Playing 6 comps and winning none, it doesn't come. But it could come today if he doesn't win this one, because he has lost 5 comps in a row. Has reached 2 finals, but that doesn't matter. He wants to right the wrongs. He wants to make this one count, and he's demonstrating exactly so from the word go. From the first round, he leads by 6 frames to 1. Now his fans that are so scattered everywhere around the country are starting to get into it, cheering him every step of the way. He knows how to play to the gallery. He needs 1 more. Blacksheep needs to win all 6 out of 6, or else bow out of the comp. Now he needs to play one big shot Blacksheep. And not only pot the yellow he's looking at to the diagonal corner pocket bottom right, but also maintain the cue ball. For the last yellow, he has to play it with top spin. Cue ball bouncing off the cushion. Hopefully he doesn't get himself snookered. He doesn't pot. He misses the pot. In trying to maintain the cue ball, he lacked accuracy. And it is looking even more dangerous for him. Caesar is having a series of raids on the table, 6 of them in number, very difficult frame to win. It's just that the person trying to clear the raids is Caesar. How good will the cue ball be? He could play it into the dead raids. Here we are. I want to think it will be okay because the red that is closest to the center pocket is portable to the right towards center pocket. I believe it is. Maybe it is the only option he has on the table if he is to play and pot. After all, it's only 2 reds that he has in sight. The other, not portable. At least in a legal shot, in a normal shot, sorry. Simply does roll it in. He's getting himself there. He plays off yellow, and it is a miss. Perhaps for the reason that he wanted to be so sublime with the cue ball, leaving it to that position where he could pot the red, which is so close to the black. At least Blacksheep gets to displace one of Caesar's yellows. There seems to be some little bit of space between the yellow of Blacksheep and the cushion for Caesar to pass his red, at least off the cushion. There he comes. There he pots with a little stroke of luck. Very calculative, very imaginative, very lethal. Just like that, Blacksheep's participation in this competition is just about to come to a first round end. It's the match that is taking the least amount of time of them all that have happened in the first round and is being won by the Skorpion. The most one-sided match of the competition so far. Though there was a fight from Blacksheep, the fight was not strong enough. Final score, Caesar Chandiga 7 and Alfred Gumikiriza 1. See you shortly.
Lawrence Ibra.